Noisy and noxious, they're the flappy neighbours no one wants next door. But in the outback town of Katherine, a massive colony has moved in, and residents aren't overly excited.
We have to say to our customers that the power's out and they go away, but also it's a big challenge for our equipment as well and our fridges.
On top of the noise, the smell and the mess, the animals are putting a strain on the town's power supply.
When we look back to the same period last year, it's actually more than 10 times as many outages that we've experienced so far in this late March, early April period.
The bats' early morning antics and adventures for food have resulted in more than 250 blackouts in a handful of weeks, cutting lights, air conditioners and coffee machines at a time residents need them most. There's been hundreds of complaints to Power and Water. No one knows where they came from, but the plight of drought could be behind the unprecedented numbers.
So one possible explanation is that the flying foxes are congregating in Katherine because Katherine has all these lovely watered gardens. There's a reliable food source.
Costing $1 million to the NT every year, protecting bats and power isn't cheap. Across the top end, crews have been pulled off their usual beats to install bat guards.
And they discourage the bats from landing on the pole.
Destructive as the bats may be, Dr. Milne says they're incredibly unique and important to the ecosystem.
If they are sitting in your backyard and perhaps being a little bit smelly and pooing on your car and so forth, cover up the car and have a look at them. They're pretty amazing creatures.
And as more land is cleared to make way for growing towns, Mr. Milne warns residents will likely have to get used to sharing their environment with bats for the long term.